Mic check, 1 2 1 2. It's none other than your boy, that DJ Dollar. I go by SQ. That's what my mama named me. That DJ Dollar is what I named myself, and the MED is what I earned. Don't forget the MED. It's Thursday, my favorite day of the weekend. Why? Because Thursday is trivia night for me. So you can catch me later tonight at 4 Stacks Brewing in Apollo Beach doing trivia, which is where I get to nerd out and drink some of the best beer in the town and do trivia. It's fun. It's always packed. And I'm going to say I really would like to get some more black people out there. The record, DJ, that I've had is 7 black people. That's the most black people I've had at trivia night in 2 years. The most amount of black people I've had at trivia night in 2 years is 7. So I would like to break that record. If I could break it tonight, that would be great. But if I don't break it tonight, okay. Anyway, I would like to break that record tonight. I've had 7 black people. That includes kids. I mean, that's 7 black people in the room at once. And we usually average somewhere between 50 to 100 people every Thursday at trivia night. So you ain't got to be smart either. It's a 40-40. I mean, it's 4. You get 4 questions. Got it called in before we even start.
What's up? Who calling it?
Oh man, we got to get that scheduled. So,
yes, we do.
My sister girl is walking in. My girlfriend, my work wife, as they say.
You got an old one too.
Tammy, I got a good one. Tammy is stepping into the microphone with perfect timing because I was just getting ready to introduce what I want to talk about today. We were supposed to talk about it yesterday, but first, go ahead and say hi to the people, Tammy.
What's up? What's up?
Hey.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey.
I'm here with Chocolate Thunder.
Oh.
I got a new name for you every day. I love Chocolate Thunder.
Oh, we're going to come up with something.
Brown sugar.
Oh,
okay.
and don't forget tomorrow we got the 69 boys, so you already in the right frame of mind.
I'm ready to do the Tootsie Roll. Y'all think an old sister can't do the Tootsie Roll? I can Tootsie Roll better than you young girls.
Hey, okay. Well, definitely, I wanted to get into 2 things I want to talk about. One, not a lot, I got 3 things always, but
always.
And whatever you got, I got. But one thing I want to talk about, we can say that for later, but I want to talk about the elderly and taking care of your elders. I want to talk about that because that's near and dear to my heart. But before I get into something heavy like that, I'm going to talk about 2 light topics.
What's that?
First light topic is Monique.
Uh-huh.
She recently put out a brand new comedy special
on Netflix.
On Netflix.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I started to look at it last night, but Daryl wasn't laying there with me, so I decided to wait. He was busy working on some more stuff. We like to do that together.
Okay. Well, then this is what we're going to do. We're going to table that
tonight
till next week.
Okay.
I'm gonna go next week Tuesday. So DJ put that on the topic list for next week Tuesday.
Is Monique?
We're going to talk about that.
You saw it already?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a huge comedy fan. Huge stand-up comedy fan.
I used to open up all the time. They came to town, I was the host, baby.
Well, we need to get back to that then.
Okay,
we need to get back to doing that. I love me some stand-up comedy. And I watched it, and first, I'm going to say this. I can say this without nothing. She looks goddamn good.
She sure does.
She
lost
looks,
a lot of weight.
I don't know what she did, but it looked good.
And you know what? People used to say, you remind me of Monique. And I used to be, because we both done gained weight. But now she looks evil. She's lost some weight. See, I'm a real deal Holyfield.
You are. She did. She looks good. But she looks happy. She looks like somebody who's on the other side of the mountain.
Okay.
She gotta, you can hear it in her delivery, you can hear it you can see it in the way she just looks. She looks like she's in just such a.
She looks like money too now.
Yeah, well, she always look like money.
Is she really? I ain't think so.
They need to change her. We'll talk about that, but so that's y'all homework assignment. I need everybody to go watch Monique. I need the culture. Go do it for the culture. Go watch Monique. And I don't care if you like her or not. You support her, and you give it a chance. This is her first stand-up special, and
she had one of them.
I know it's been a long time though, right?
Well, you know, she had a problem with Netflix for a minute.
She had a problem with everybody.
She was good because she felt like she wasn't getting her due respect and her due diligence.
Well, you know what? Sometimes we value ourselves higher than what, and
I'm trying to see.
Lamar is seeing that now in Baltimore.
Who is Lamar?
Lamar, the quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, what's going on with him?
He's seeing that now too. He valuing himself higher than other people do.
Why?
So you
He
might
can't get a
think, yeah, he can't get the contract he wants.
Oh, he'll get one.
So let me talk about what I want to talk. We can come back to that. So that's your homework for next week.
Okay.
Watch Monique, so we can talk about it.
Okay.
I like to talk about that.
I'll be ready tomorrow in between the 69 goals.
Well, we'll see.
Before a little bit after, I'll be
Well,
ready.
if you're ready,
I stay ready.
we might can do that. We might can do that.
Okay.
But I want to talk about Marcus Houston. If y'all know Marcus Houston, he used to be part of that boy band with Romeo and I Will Never Lie Again. And he's the one who brought on Omarion. I think they're cousins.
Okay.
He recently, in 2020, got married.
Okay.
He got married to a girl that was 20 years his junior.
Okay.
So it's two.
That's nothing
It's two. Oh, it's two.
surprise, and that's what you all do when you get $1
Oh wow.
and 15 cents.
Okay.
Come on.
So I got. What I want to talk about Tampa Bay Tammy
What?
is the age gap in relationships, and here go the part that's gonna make you make a stank face.
Uh-oh.
When they got married, she was 17. Take a deep breath.
I hate to tell you, I'm not so
Which one you want to start with? You want to start with the age gap or the age that she got married?
Let's start with the age gap first.
Okay, now that's gonna be long.
My daddy said,
My daddy said,
long as it's 10 years, it's usually not a problem. When it's more than 10 years, it's a generational gap, and you're going to see a little problems because the liking of different music, understanding different things. But if it's 10 years or less, you good. That's what he said. And, you know, my daddy didn't have no reason to lie to me. Anyway, but that generally doesn't happen. And I've had friends that were older men that married younger women. They come complaining about this and complaining about that. Now, I said, what did you expect? She was young. She got to let her be a young girl. You did that. You did what you did when you were her age. Now she's doing what you did or whatever. So that's what y'all do.
So if they 20 years apart, when they got married, that means Marcus Houston was 37.
Okay.
And she was 17. Now,
a whole lot of 17-year-olds grown at 17.
No, we talking about look grown? What we talking about? When you say grown, what you mean? You talking about body grown? Oh, yeah.
But yes. Their mind is, but they doing everything grown folks doing, so they may as well sit down somewhere and get with one who can take care of them.
You know what? See, you gotta. That's Madam. That's Madam Tammy talking.
Okay.
That's Madam Tammy. See, she got a couple personalities up there.
Okay.
She got a couple personalities up there. That was Madam Tammy talking.
Okay.
That was not Mama Tammy.
Not with my daughter. Now, the 37-year-old come to my 17-year-old, he would have left there walking. Okay. Limping probably. Feelings would have been hurt. I would have had to touch him. My tongue would have cut him. You know what Papa said about a tongue?
Tongue, okay.
Oh, this tongue got it going on.
I don't know, and you know what? I like that I'm older.
Than your wife.
I like no. We didn't get that part yet.
Oh, okay.
I like that I'm older as a man now, because you can't use my age against me in a conversation. You can't say, "Oh, you too young, Buck. You don't know."
You don't know.
I'm 40 now.
Okay, but you're still a book. How long you been married?
I'm a solid notable. How long I been living?
Okay.
Disregard how long I've been married, because this ain't my first marriage, number one.
But you're going to learn some most stuff.
I am. But I've learned, in my 40 years, I put my 40 years up against most men's 80 years. Believe that.
Okay.
I will happily do that. But my point is,
you just was you were.
No, I've done a lot. I've been on my own since I was 16. I've done a
lot. See what I'm saying? You on your own since 16. So if she on her own at 17, she need to marry somebody and take care of her.
You ain't wrong. That's not where I'm going with this. What I want to know, what I'm curious is, at 37, I'm thinking myself as 37, and Like Betty Wright say,
3 years ago.
if you can think that far back, DJ. If you can think that far back, or you too, Tammy. I'm finding it hard to see how a 17-year. Now I ain't talking about the age difference necessarily, the age gap, because if he 20 and she 40, that's a difference. 17 and 37, I'm finding it hard to see how I could see myself marrying a child.
That's what you're saying, a teenager.
Like she's 17.
She's a teenager.
Now
Was she pregnant?
if you just getting your freak on,
Was she pregnant,
depends on
though?
what state you in, whether or not that's legal.
Was she pregnant?
No, as far as I know, she was.
Because in the old days, most of our parents were 16 and 17 when they married.
Yeah, most of them was pregnant already.
Right, they were pregnant, so they
yeah.
did the right thing, as they say.
But for you to wife, and think about this.
He had to wife her or go to jail.
Go to jail.
Don't play now.
So think about this. When they got married, and follow me, when they got married, she was 17. That means they've been knocking boots at least since she was 16.
Could have been.
That's R. Kelly territory.
That's what I was going to say. We back to R. Kelly.
We back to R. Kelly territory now.
We're going to listen to his music, right? Okay. We're going to keep listening to his music. There we go. We on track now.
No, so I kind of got a problem with that. Mm-hmm. My spirit, that's my excuse now.
And that's the teacher in you, too. You used to looking out for the kids. So if you saw a man that old coming around your high school students, young ladies, you would have a conversation with her like, he's too old for you. It's a lot more to live.
I would you know what? I would never throw that card out there to say he's too old for you. I would never, like Celine Dion was married to her husband for 35 years till he died, and he
was older.
20 years.
They were both older when they got together.
They got together, yeah.
Because once you get a certain age, everybody's grown to me.
Exactly.
Like 40 can date anybody. You grown, as long as they're grown, you grown. 25, 40, you can date.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I just don't. He would have to come to the front of the congregation, like Charlemagne like to say, and he's got to explain what he was doing
with this little
with
girl.
A 16-year-old, in order for you to marry her at 17. I feel like you owe that. You owe that to the culture. You owe that to the congregation. You got to explain yourself. You got to, because you got to tell me, what was it that good? Was it that fresh? Like,
well, you know, as women, we have to marry to survive. So we're gonna come back with that. It's a survival thing for a lady. Anyway, don't go anywhere. Call a friend and tell them.
We back.
No talking between commercials anymore.
Listen to Tampa Bay, Tammy, yeah. Just listen to Tampa Bay, Tammy.
Touch Radio is smooth soul.
Rocking your radio on the sounds of soul.
Playing your favorite R&B. In Touch Radio.
Corey's Classic Auto Center presents Classic First Fridays, hosted by international influencer Love Dorsey on April 7th, only at Burns Bar and Grill, 1704 North Howard Avenue in Tampa. Free entry all night. Kicking off at 8. Ladies, free drinks till 9. $8 Long Island iced teas, 2-for-1 margaritas, 2-for-1 sex on the beaches, $3 fireballs, and $5 green teas. It's the inaugural Classic First Friday at Burns Bar and Grill, brought to you by Corey's Classic Auto Center. Drink specials all night. Kitchen will be open. Happy hour starts at 4. Classic First Fridays, only at Burns, hosted by international influencer Love Dorsey. We'll see you there.
Call Ricky. Ask Ricky. You need medical or a lawyer? I got the man to do the legwork for you. We tried the other ones before, so believe we hunted down 813-248-6300. Everything gon' be okay. Call Ricky, he coming. He taking care of state of Florida. Grab a pen of sundown 184-361 Rick. That's 184-361-425. Never word from the point forward, just recline. Just ask Ricky, push your boy statewide. Just in case you missed it, I'ma tell you one more time. 184-361 Rick. Call Ricky, ask Ricky in the legal medical referral service. The doctors and lawyers in our network are trained in handling auto injury claims and getting you the best medical treatment and recovery. Dial 1-844-361-RICK. That's 1-844-361-7425. Ricky. Ask Ricky.
Hey Tampa Bay, let's turn up. Are you ready to party with a purpose? Join us for the all-white affair. Hey there, this is Anjali, Queen B from 95.7 The Beat.
And TV host Marlo. Join us at American Social on Sunday, April 23rd at 5 p.m. Tickets available now on Eventbrite by searching White Party by the Water.
They're going fast, so don't wait. Proceeds benefit the best program. Tell your friends, get your sexiest white outfit on, and we'll see you there.
What's up, y'all? I am Tampa Bay Tammy. My husband want to boss me at home. He want to boss me at the station. He just want to boss me.
That's because you married a boss.
But he can boss me in the bed.
Tell her again.
Other than that, you need to cooperate. He doesn't cooperate well. And SQ Dollar knows because he's
I've
sitting
been
in there with
bossing all my life.
There you go. There you go. So let me hear about this women married for safety you talking about. Let me hear about this. Learn me something.
stability, safety, survival, all of that. A woman's supposed to marry the best man she can get. Well, a man is supposed to do that too, but y'all have a tendency to just marry a trophy. The prettiest thing you can get. But a woman, it's about survival. It's about stability. We receive the fluid. We produce the baby.
Okay.
So we need to marry somebody.
That makes perfect
sense.
sense.
Stick and stay and who can afford the caliber of life.
So this 16-year-old girl got married at 17 to Marcus Houston. That's what we talking about.
He was a star.
She saw stability.
Dollar signs, baby. and all the... Because a lot of times, I know a lot of older men who play with younger women, and I am amazed to even think that they think that she wants them. She don't want you, baby. She want her nails done, her hair done. She need her car note paid, and she want to go on this trip. You not it. She'll take a young man that ain't got nothing over you any day and build with him. But I'm just telling you.
It ain't tricking if you got it now. But there is something to say about people who are genuinely attracted to different age groups. I will say this for myself. What you said makes sense. And so me thinking about his situation, I got a problem with Marcus. Because you were smashing the 16-year-old at 37, 36.
Now that SQ Dollar said that. So
I said it. You want to come find me, come see me, we can have this conversation.
And that is
but
wrong.
my math is mathing. If my math is mathing right, y'all got married when she was 17, and you 20 years older than her, unless you met her and got married after she turned 17, it's still bad.
There go her. I don't care how much of an educator he is. I got it. I'm
marry
her.
her. Nah, you don't get
her.
I'm saying, look.
Her. This
so
is
you gotta,
Florida thing, y'all. It's internationally known.
And aside from that, you got to explain to me what you saw in her that was so galvanizing that
she's a pretty girl.
What Dave Chappelle say? This 17-year-old cookies is this 37-year-old. Like, you got to show me what was so, because you got models. He's got options. He's been a star since he was 17.
He may have a little pedophile in him. You never know. Sometimes people just got a little pedophile in them. And the funny thing is, she's gonna have to watch everybody after that because he may just like that younger thing. Sometimes that's just a mental thing, a mental case.
Yeah. See, and so this is what we're going to get to the second part of the conversation about is when does the age gap not necessarily matter? So everybody knows my wife is 12 years younger than me.
Okay.
Now, this is the difference. He ain't, no, it matters.
She's 30.
You can't tell me.
But it really.
She's 28. I'm 40. She's 28. I'm 40. But when I met her,
she was but 38, really.
I'm 40. I look 30. But
yeah, he's 30.
I look 30. You see me? I take your glasses off.
Look, he think he's cute.
Smile, boy. This smile.
You cute.
Get you in all kind of doors.
Okay.
So this is my issue as well. He cannot tell me he did not know she was underage when he met her.
He might not have.
If he did, look.
He better have
been drunk, high, drunk and high,
Oh,
drunk,
that's
high, and
nothing
horny.
unusual.
He's got to be. You can't.
Most of these stars come to town be drunk, high, and all that. Through the years when I met them, if they weren't drunk and high when they got here, they were drunk and high when
before they
left.
left. But you mean to tell me I ain't never met no? You talk about a 16-year-old, and you couldn't. You 30. You 36 years old. You done been around the world and I can't find my baby. You been
He was looking for his baby, not no grown woman.
You gonna mean to tell me all that you've been rich and famous for 20 something years, bruh. You're not gonna tell me you didn't know she was 16.
Now I guess I can't bring him to the show. We can't bring him out here for Fresh Friday.
No, he can't come. He can't come to the high school. He can't. No, man.
He comes
You
to the old
old.
school.
No.
He'll be very comfortable.
Now, if he was
Those
25,
kids.
now if he was 23, and she was 17,
I can get
I won't argue that much.
Right.
So my question to you, as Auntie Tammy to the whole Tampa Bay community, Auntie Tampa Bay Tammy.
Now that's Monique Road.
No, but you for Tampa.
Okay.
So at what age does it no longer matter? Like if you're a young woman, at what age is, because I know, like you said, if he came here trying to get your daughter, and your daughter was 16, 17, and he 20 years older, somebody getting shot.
You're not even going to play with mine at
You're not
21.
Oh.
I'm serious. I've had, all my life, I remember going to a party, and 3 guys stepped to me about my daughter.
Oh, well,
And
put some ages
one
on
of them
it.
said,
Put some ages on it.
don't you want your daughter to have an older man that can take care of her? I said, no. I want her to grow with her man. You already had babies. I want a man that's gonna be excited about her having her babies as you were when you had your first set. Mm-hmm.
How old was she at that time?
She was in college.
She was in college, so let's
She was
say
Miss FAMU.
21.
Oh,
She was Miss FAMU.
Oh, baby, when she walked in the room, them brothers, them old men used to be, that's sunshine. Yeah,
you heard what he said Harlem Nights.
Yeah.
I got a girl so good, she throw it up in the air, turn into sunshine. What Red Fox do? Red Fox started looking in the sky.
Look, he said he wasn't coming home.
He said, yeah, look, hey, put your mama on the phone. Hey, baby, this is Johnny. I ain't never coming home. Put that sunshine on Johnny, huh? So at what age is where you no longer concerned about the age of the man that your daughters bring home?
You know what? I was always concerned. I didn't care how old they were. So,
yeah,
you know, they could still do their own thing, make their own decisions, and they knew it.
Mm-hmm.
And since they knew it, they would, well, mine didn't never like old men anyway, because they had a daddy. A lot of times you find that in women who don't have a
Time
daddy.
out. So you say you got daddy issues?
Yeah, they usually have daddy
That's
issues.
your daughter right
That's
there?
my daughter. She don't have any daddy issues.
Cassidy, you know we live on the air, right, Cassidy?
Don't say nothing they can hear you.
You know we live on the air. Oh, she done hung up the phone. She done hung up the phone. So what, 25, 45, you okay with that?
I mean, at a certain age, it really
Or is it,
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
depend on the daughter? Yeah, that's what I want to know. At what age does it not matter? I met my wife.
It depends on what they want to do with their lives too. If they want babies and this man too old to have babies, or the baby, the sperm so old the baby's gonna come out slow. You know, all that.
So
kind of
wrong
crazy
for saying
stuff.
that.
Yeah, you know.
So I met Deja at she was 23.
Okay.
I was 30. Do the math. 35. I was 35. Now, number one, I didn't know her age, and her age didn't matter because she looked like a grown woman. She looked grown.
She's grown.
It didn't. She could have told me anything from 23 to 30, and I'd have believed it. And so age never came up. So age never came up in the beginning when we first started kicking it. Age never came up, and I think for grown folks, and y'all can correct me, y'all growner than I am. Like, I know you're grown. I don't really ask ages no more. Do you really ask it? Like when I meet, when I was
you met
dating
her in the club. She looked grown. You looked grown. She didn't think you were as old as you were.
Nah,
probably.
she didn't. Nah, hell
She
no.
probably thought you were closer to her age.
I'm pretty sure she did.
Okay, I don't.
You ain't got to call it to verify.
Wait a minute. Well, how did her mother feel? Is my question.
Well, her dad is, I think, significantly older than her mom.
Okay.
And her grandfather is noticeably older than her dad.
So
than her mother.
That's a family thing.
So it might be
stability.
It might. It's the.
They raise the women to be stable. Look for stability.
I think I like the age gap between her and I because it's not too old. It's not too far where we don't have things in common, but it's far enough where we definitely teach each other and show each other new things that we didn't know.
Interesting.
That keep it interesting. And it's like there's always something to learn because of that age. Like we're a generation apart.
Yeah, you are. And it was a big deal about Daryl and I. He was 4 years older than me.
That's it?
That's it. 4 years, and it was a big deal.
See,
because he was in high school when I was in junior high. When I first started looking at him, he was in the high school, and I remember we finally got together and dated, and the first thing my sister said was, "Tara Johnson, what you doing, my little sister?"
Well, look, when I was teaching at the school, and some seniors be looking at freshmen,
right.
I would be like, "Hey, bro, what's up with you, man? That little girl just learning how to put a dress on. What you doing, man? Come on."
But ninth grade, they got bosom and everything else.
Bosom?
You know what bosom is. Big breasts. That's bosom. Cleavage everywhere.
So was there that age gap in y'all marriage has never even shown itself? It's only 4 years.
But it has shown itself.
How?
He liked the stylistics and shy-lights.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he did.
I mean, I
was
expect
a little bit more the music, but I love that music because my mom and my dad played it.
Oh.
You know? But it was just 4 years, but it was considerably different because you got to think when I was in the 7th, he was in the 11th.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
It's a generation. I was born in the 50s. She was born in the 60s.
Well, there was so much, but you know what?
What, 68, 72?
We ain't telling all that.
Oh, you got to tell
Look, let me tell you something. I'm going to stop telling my age. You want to know why?
Why?
I found out that when you tell a man your age, they treat you differently.
That's a lie.
That is the truth.
I ain't never treated a girl differently because of her age.
You kind of different.
I am different.
It happened.
I'm so not the norm.
Look, I was at a Super Bowl party. Me and my girlfriends was hanging out, and this guy met one of my girlfriends was going to take her out. But he wanted to go to breakfast. So we all were going to breakfast. And see, she fine. You know, they didn't know how young she was.
No.
I mean, how old she was. She just told my age because she was confident.
She like Angela Bassett fine.
Wait a minute. That dude disappeared like a big dog. All
right, so Marcus Houston got to come to
tell your age.
Marcus Houston, you got to come to the front of the congregation. You got to explain this to us. We'll be back on the other side after this commercial. You listen to Tampa Bay Tammy.
No, you listen to the SQ Dollar. Get it straight.
Oh, let me wave at some people.
We're playing your favorite old school.
I appreciate y'all logging in, checking out with me, hanging out with me. What's up, bro?
Today's R&B. With a smooth touch of jazz. Listening to In Touch Radio.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call Herman White at 961-6661. That's 961-6661.
Hey, this is Agent Wright, better known as Mr. Clean. You looking for some great barbecues? Come see them two brothers in a grill located at 423 Virginia Street, Charleston, West Virginia. We got ribs, chicken, pulled pork, brisket, collard greens, mac and cheese, baby. Come get some and get you a nice, smooth cigar. 304-550-4431. That is 304-550-4431. Come get some, baby. The Rib Man, mama, the Rib Man.
Get some, baby, come get some. I love that commercial.
The real man, mama, the real man.
I guess that's what dude was saying. He was the real man for little girl. Anyway.
Oh, that's nasty.
Oh, you know y'all nasty. Don't be acting like he the only one nasty.
Man.
See, but you know what? You can say what you said because with the difference in your wife's age and it was timely. She was older than 21, Well, you know what? That's why she stayed with you, too.
Oh, Lord. Here you come with this.
Deja was because she was a baby girl.
No.
Yeah, and he was cute.
Oh, I'm pretty.
Mm-hmm. And because the older woman would have ran away in his circumstances at that time.
Hey, now,
so glad it worked out.
Oh, now that's not true. Don't act like that. Now that's
you forgot what you told me.
What you're not gonna do is call me to the carpet like I ain't.
I done drag myself. You know I got to drag you now.
Hey, come on now.
I ran up behind Daryl Johnson. I used to sit out in front of his house trying to see where he was going to go.
Oh, man.
So I could be there and he could see me. I knew if he saw me, I would have no problem.
How'd that work out for you?
It worked. 42 years later.
Okay, it's your turn. What you got for me? You had something else you want to talk about, or you want me?
I lost it because I was wanting to talk about bad adventures. We were supposed to be booking there's a boat in the city, in the Bay Area, and he does cruises. Kind of like Gilligan Islands, the 3-hour cruise, but they don't go so far out that we get shipwrecked. That was a 2-hour cruise with Gilligan Islands.
That was a 2-hour cruise, yeah.
Look, you old enough to remember Gilligan's Island?
Yes, my grandma used to make me watch all that stuff.
I bet your wife don't know Gilligan's Island.
Now you don't know that.
Okay, Daisha, do you know about Gilligan's Island?
You don't know that.
Mary Ann, and what was the other one name? Ginger.
She Googling it right now.
Because you know they know how to Google. They're going to have a good conversation about Gilligan's Island. But yeah, I'm all right with him marrying her now. At least he did right by her. How long has he been with her?
They just got married 2 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
He can't go. Because if he go, I sue the smack out of him. He'll come off like a pedophile for real. He has to stay. Now, that's when you have to stick and stay. When you make those kind of decisions, you have to stick and stay. Well, see, I can talk about my father. I guess my father was that case.
Uh-huh.
My father was 6 years older than my mom. You like, oh, that's nothing.
Yeah, 6 years ain't nothing.
But he was driving the bus, the school bus she was riding.
Oh, yeah, he got to go to jail.
No, well, he stayed married to her to death, did the part.
But still, he got to go to jail.
It was a wonderful marriage. He had her driving a Fleetwood Broham blue Cadillac.
You was plotting.
She became a teacher.
You was plotting,
She was young.
You was plotting.
Married, my daddy. She was married at, I have to go back. He married her at 15.
Yeah, you can't do that nowadays. You go to jail. You go to jail nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Had to.
You go to jail
so
nowadays.
it kind of, my thoughts are a little tainted because I deal with the situation I came out of. I had a wonderful father. I called him 24/7. Everybody wanted to marry a pain. My daddy was a pain baby. All the men were tall.
So how much older? How much older was he than your mom?
6 years.
He was 6 years,
which that's not much considered now, but it was for the time.
When they got together, how old was she?
15.
Well, you gotta
married her.
You gotta understand.
She had a baby at 16, 17.
The times though, like the time they was marrying women. England was marrying people off at 12 years old.
Yeah.
So as soon as you became a woman and received your.
And he had to. That's the only way he could go to the high school. They couldn't go to high school where they were. So he had they were kind of wealthy. So he drove the bus and picked up all the black children and took them into Jeter in Memphis or
and see the thought and see as the educator in me, when I hear that, my thought process is he been knocking down all them little girls. He been picking up the whole. But that's what
you know what?
He been knocking down all the little girls on the bus, like all of them. Like she's just the one that he decided to wife.
No, honey, my mama ain't nothing to play with right now.
What the song say? What? Having a piece of man is better than having no man at all. After the pain. Yeah, I know my music.
I agree.
I know my music. So he was. See that, and that's why.
He was the catch, and she caught him.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. That may be the catch, but that two things can't be true.
What's that?
He was the catch, and she caught him, and he was knocking down everything on that bus.
Don't be trying to ruin my dad's reputation.
I'm just saying, he was knocking down every. I'm willing to bet my life this ain't the first underage girl Marcus Houston done had. If you marrying one, that ain't the first, bro. Nah, you done been to that tree before.
No,
you done had that fruit before.
That's not necessarily so.
You done had that fruit before. You got two between 17 and 37. It's a lot of options. There's a lot of options.
What was he doing before he was singing?
He been singing since he was like 12.
Okay.
That
so
that group immature, the group immature from the 80s,
and he's
and the
immature.
90s.
That's what it was. He didn't have to do it with the real life. That's how I see it. You know, the real life is a little bit more structured, a whole lot more rules. He was into the groupies and the girls running behind him screaming.
That's what I'm saying. He been knocking them down for 20 years.
I
So
ain't necessarily knocking them down, though. Everybody ain't doing what you doing. SQ Dollar. Everybody think they're doing, you do what they do. You're knocking down a whole
Let me
lot.
tell you
Might not
something.
been no young girls, but see, since you're knocking down so many, you think everybody's knocking
she was
them down. like you.
19.
they said she was 19 when they got married, or 17
you
when
owe
they
him a
17 when they got.
No, it says 20 years his junior.
Yeah, I know that. I know what I read.
So look, so
and
they
it was
changed the
17 when they
numbers.
got married.
You did the math, huh?
I saw it. I read it with my own
Marquise
eyes.
Houston responds to marrying 19-year-old backlash.
Yeah, that's all over the news. I ain't crazy. So was she 19 now? Yeah, she 19 now.
They got the baby.
They got married 2 years ago. I don't know if they got babies or not, but
Well, if they had babies, it was the right thing.
I know this.
You know she's gonna be tired of me.
Let him would have been my daughter.
Oh
Yeah, they ain't gonna. Oh, this ain't gonna last. He's a fool if he think it is gonna last.
Well,
She is
what kind of life does
19.
she have?
It don't matter.
It doesn't
Once
matter.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you about
They
these
gonna
new.
get these little girls on.
Let me
these
tell you about
child
these new
bride
women
stuff.
nowadays, man. Let me tell you about these young.
And you know, because you've been a single man for a minute.
A
Come on.
very long time.
Okay.
You're taking. Think about how many women were irrelevant until they started dating or married the right person, and now that they've developed their own kind of following, now all of a sudden, Saweetie, before she started dating the guy from the Migos, Quavo, nobody knew she didn't exist. She started dating Quavo. She got her a hit song. Now they broke up, but she still got her own business. She's still rocking. It happens all the time.
Oh, so
you
she's
get
a
with somebody because you become somebody because Tampa Bay Tammy boyfriend John, blah 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 blah. So now you become somebody by virtue of who you with. And then once you really become somebody that you can remotely stand on your own,
you do the picking.
I'm out. And so he done made, look, she's on front page Yahoo. Before today, I didn't know she existed.
I still don't know who she is.
My point. But the rest of a lot of America knows about her now. That didn't know about her before. So now.
How's the song?
How's her song?
Yeah, you said.
Oh no, she didn't get no. I'm talking about Saweetie.
Oh, okay.
Saweetie, go best friend. That's my best friend, the artist. Yeah, that's where she's. That's fine.
Old school, new school.
Yeah, old school, new school.
Help me.
So now, this girl done got with him 2 years. Nobody said nothing. So now he explaining. So now she's really finna get known. Her social media gonna be jumping because everybody want to know. Everybody gonna want to know who is she. So they gonna look her up. It's probably people listening to us or watching us. Your husband just looked up to see who she was. So you got people who's gonna look her up.
Who is she, Dara? Where is she?
She cute.
Nobody.
Thank you. But she finna be. That's a good answer, brother. That was right.
That was not a good answer.
That was a good answer.
Like that.
That was a good answer. Who is she?
I did not like that.
She's nobody. She's irrelevant.
A beautiful young woman.
Yeah, she is.
Off the eye of a star.
Yeah, And I give her 5.
Enough of her to marry.
I give her 5 years tops.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah, they all beautiful at 17.
Ain't that the truth? Now I really want to say something.
Yeah, now you really want to say
something.
Yeah, you really want to say something.
After some nationalities, after a certain point, they turn to boxes. Be straight up like a box. Beautiful. I know.
Yeah, but we go. Yeah, don't. Yeah, So, yeah. But yeah, just saying. I think it's not gonna work out. I give it 5. I give it 5 years at the most.
He looked older.
She watch her come out with a song. How much you want to bet, Dal? She come out with a song within the next 3 years. Oh, of course.
I hope so.
She probably got one already.
She probably got one in the works.
Who is that you waving at?
KW.
She probably got one in the works already. I'm telling you. Watch what I say. Watch what I say. She gonna leave. She gonna break up. Her social media probably done double the triple by now because people like us talking about it. Okay. I'm pretty sure the Breakfast Club talked about it. I ain't look, but it's hot news. So now she gonna be somebody. People gonna Google her and look her up, and next thing you know, boom, she gonna have her own social media following. People gonna be following her. You know, her little girl.
You know what? This is his first marriage, right?
I don't know. I ain't checked.
I believe he's gonna stay with her. The
You know
problem
what?
is whether or not she leave him. But
Oh no, she's going to leave him. That's the point.
I don't necessarily think so.
Ah, she's gonna leave him.
I believe it's gonna stay. If I had to put some money on it, they're gonna be.
How much you gonna bet?
I ain't got no money. I work hard.
Girl,
for
you
my
rich.
Money. So hard for it, honey.
You rich.
I don't bet.
How much you wanna bet?
Yeah, I'm rich, all right.
How much you wanna bet they stay together? I mean, she leave him.
They're gonna stay together.
Okay. All right. Well, that's enough.
I bet you $100 because we'll do
That's
that.
it. Just 100.
That's a struggle. Do you know I can go out to eat for $100? I'm right here
Mm-hmm.
betting you my 100. I'm cheap then. Y'all can call me. I'm not cheap.
Oh, they do got a baby. They just had a baby together.
All right, he was supposed to marry her.
Oh man, they got a baby together, huh?
Y'all hating.
Oh, I'm not hating.
She a grown woman when she delivered through them legs, baby. You ever seen a baby being born?
I watch TVs.
Oh, honey, she a grown woman. Thank you for marrying her. Thank you for doing the right thing. I wish more men that impregnate women would marry the baby mamas. Because you're going to make another baby. You're not going to stop screwing. So you may as well be with the one you with.
I practice abstinence.
No, you
I have
don't.
no
Never
idea what
have.
she's talking
Probably
about.
never have. I know Daryl Johnson did. He had a reputation in the city. Oh my God.
Well, hey,
I
look.
married him anyway.
I know we got to go into commercial. You did. You
married him
wanted to
anyway.
see if it was as good as they said it was, huh?
I like to.
We got us a serious topic on the other side of these of this commercial. Yes.
Life is not serious.
Like some things you got to discuss.
Okay.
Tampa Bay Tammy, yours truly, SQ that DJ Dollar. Don't forget the MED. We'll be right back. Look.
Yeah, they got a baby.
They got a baby. They got a baby.
Just listen to call Ricky. Ask Ricky. You need medical or a lawyer? I got the man to do the legwork for you. We tried the other ones before, so believe we hunted down 813-248-6300. Everything gon' be okay. Call Ricky, he coming. He taking care of state of Florida. Grab a pen or sundown 184-361 Rick. That's 184-361-425. Never word from the point forward, just recline. Just ask Ricky, push your boy statewide. Just in case you missed it, I'ma tell you one more time. 184-361 Rick. Call Ricky, ask Ricky, the legal medical referral service. The doctors and lawyers in our network are trained in handling auto injury claims and giving you the best medical treatment and recovery. Dial 1-844-361 Rick. That's 1-844-361-7425. Ricky. Ask Ricky.
Hi, it's Angela Birdsong, and I want to recommend highly that if you're an attorney, that you get a quote for errors and omissions insurance from Sam Cohen at Attorneys First. He's had over 20 years of experience, and he knows how to work with attorneys. Call him at 727-799-4321.
Corey's Classic Auto Center presents Classic First Fridays, hosted by international influencer Love Dorsey on April 7th, only at Burns Bar and Grill, 1704 North Howard Avenue in Tampa. Free entry all night. Kicking off at 8, ladies. Free drinks till 9. $8 Long Island iced teas. 2-for-1 margaritas. 2-for-1 sex on the beaches. $3 fireballs and $5 green teas. It's the inaugural Classic First Friday at Burns Bar and Grill. Brought to you by Corey's Classic Auto Center. Drink specials all night. Kitchen will be open. Happy hour starts at 4. Classic First Fridays, only at Burns, hosted by international influencer Love Dorsey. We'll see you there.
I am Tampa Bay Tammy. You're tuned into In Touch Radio, reality radio where everyone is a star. I'm here with that SQ Dollar, and he talking about this couple. I don't even know their names, but they're all over social media. Marquise Houston. The age difference between him and his wife. He married a chick when she was 17, and I think he was 37. So he's
They got married at 17, at 19, but they started dating at 17, is what they say.
Well, she's grown, and she was out in the world having a good time.
She wasn't grown. How do you mean?
I graduated college at high school at 16. So at 17, I was gone.
That was what, 85, 87?
Boy, I'm told you stop trying to get these numbers. But a whole lot of people are still graduating high school at 16.
That's true. My ex-wife graduated high school. That's a funny story. When I met my ex-wife, she was out of high school.
Been out.
She was 7. No, she had been out like a month. She was playing around USF campus at 17, and I didn't know she was 17, obviously. But
see, just like him.
They'll get you. It don't say whether or not she was in high school or not. But if she was out of high school, and
he
that's
didn't meet
interesting
at
though.
the high school. He probably met at the club.
If you're 17 and because that's my next question is, where does a 37-year-old man meet a 17-year-old?
I used to be in the club at 17. And I remember when they stopped me from going to the club once, and I was mad. I said, I'm grown. I'm married. I got my own condo. You telling me I can't come up in here? I didn't drink, but, I wanted to go in the club, and they didn't want to let me in the club. I could not believe it. I had been going in the club since I was 16.
Mia Dickey. That's her name, Mia Dickey.
She's a pretty girl.
Now Mia Houston.
Y'all need to quit hating on her. She had a baby, and she had secured. What you say, Daryl? She sealed the deal.
She sealed the deal.
For all you other chicks that got pregnant and the man didn't marry you, tell them how that hurts. That's
now tell me this.
You're supposed to love
Do that look 17?
She doesn't.
That do not.
She look grown.
That looks grown.
Right, and he does too, so I can see they look good together.
Oh, I agree, but it's just crazy.
Oh, and he acting crazy. She is pucking his lips up. Anyway, look at y'all. We on social media.
No, but I'm just saying, like you, and you know what? I
can't look at them. They look great together.
I'm not arguing that at all.
But you know the age, and some spirits are old. Some people born old.
My wife is like that. My wife definitely has a very matured spirit for her age.
Because I wouldn't, if my daughter was 23 and you had to come with your age, I wouldn't have been too pleased. You would have had to really show me. I don't care about you looking good. I would have to know that you was just, really in love with her and serious. They look great together.
They do. Look, they do.
Y'all, we need to get out of their business.
I'm out. Look, I'm an educational. I'm an education profession. I see this all the time. Girls. These girls be talking about their boyfriend be 25, and I remember my first year teaching. This girl
that's
said,
how they trying to coach you.
This girl said, Mr. Dollar, how old are you? I said, I'm 23. She said, oh, my boyfriend older than you. I got a problem with that. Like, I got a problem with that.
I was subbing. They came up to the desk and told me, hey. I was like, baby, you need to sit down somewhere. All I want to know is where your daddy at. I
do though, in these situations, like, you do want to know what the parents thought. Because I want to know how they met. Like, how did you're a 37-year-old celebrity. You've been a celebrity for a long time. Where you meet this 17-year-old girl at to start dating her?
The club, at the studio.
She might have been backstage waiting.
Yeah, she knew somebody. Won tickets, had to meet and greet, all of that stuff. He was like, dang. He didn't ask her age. He assumed she was back there because she was old enough. But you know what they say about assuming.
At some point, though, it come up. Like,
it's too late. I don't already. You already tapped it. And you find out. Now you can't throw her away because she can go tell her
I
mom.
try to think about when did I find out my wife was 23 when we was dating.
You
well, because we was grown. Like, we was grown.
Beautiful.
We were grown, but we were grown. Like, it wasn't no question that she wasn't grown. Like,
it wasn't no question she wasn't.
She was a whole bottle girl in the club.
She had tricks that were for kids. That wasn't for kids.
She had tricks that weren't for kids.
We was like, this grown right here.
But now that she got a baby though, she's set for life.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see what you said.
But
that's what happened when you screw.
But that's what you do it.
Make baby.
That's what you do it for.
No, you trying to assume that you have a baby to be paid.
You do.
No, you have the baby because you want a baby.
You's a lie.
Or you have a baby because it's a mistake.
No.
Look, I had 4. I wasn't trying to have but 1.
Well, it wasn't your decision. You had a whole husband.
Look, we had 2. We weren't trying to have 3. When 3 came, we went along with it.
So what 4th came from?
My tubes were tied. That's a miracle, baby.
Oh, for real?
Oh, yeah. You think I'm playing?
No, I don't.
God will override your decision.
It's because I got super sperm.
Oh, Jesus, Lord, thank God we ain't on the network. See, this is why you got to own your own stuff. You can say stuff like that. So your tubes were tied? That's interesting. We're going to talk about that one day. That's a blessing. Yeah? I know you're scared the hell out of you.
Oh, I was ugly acting. I didn't want any more babies. I wasn't nice.
Yeah.
I was trying to go home and have an abortion. The doctor told me he would get rid of it for me, but then my check engine light kept coming on in my car. And my daddy told me, Tammy, don't you drive down the highway with them children and that check engine light off. And Daryl was like, if you get rid of my baby, I'm going to divorce you.
Hey!
I was like, well, divorce me because I ain't having no more babies.
How you do it there? Till you do right by me.
So it was serious. That was some serious stuff because at that point I had more children than my mama.
Uh-huh.
My mama had 3. Now I'm having 4. I was embarrassed too.
Why?
I just thought
You was married, y'all was doing good.
We were struggling.
Y'all been rich. Y'all been rich.
My husband struggling. I hadn't finished my degree. I was at USF when I found out I was pregnant.
Oh, with kid number 3.
And everybody in my family has
Get
their
this
degree.
pedophile off my screen.
And everybody on Daryl, look, that big man is not. Y'all leave him alone. She doesn't look like a child, and it doesn't look like much difference. I can see them being attracted.
And you know what? I think that's a problem.
If you look like a child, I got a problem with it.
I think you need to look like a child. I think at 17 you should look 17. Goddammit! Like I got a problem with that. Like I was walking around the school the other day, and I
I don't know what you think 17.
I called my homeboy. 17 should not look like 25.
Well, it does.
It shouldn't.
Well, it does.
What happened to stay at? Why is you wearing makeup, full face makeup at 17?
They wearing it at 14.
That's a shame.
Where's that's on the mama.
Where's these?
Mama and the dad. Yeah, I tell the kids all the time. Well, we always thought you could wear lip gloss at 15. But we weren't about
See, like my thing is,
we have rules.
Age matters.
Yes, it does.
At your age, and who's to say what your age should be? I can guarantee you this: a child should look like a child.
Well, if they don't have bows and ponytails, you don't.
A teenager should like a teenager should like a teenager.
Teenagers don't wear bows and ponytails.
They shouldn't wear booty shorts either.
Oh, whenever you gonna wear booty shorts? You can't wear them now. I'm too old for booty shorts.
You wear them
now. You
wear them when you get to college. Wear all the booty shorts you want. When you get to college, you wear all.
You wear booty shorts in high school.
You should not have booty shorts in high school.
Volleyball team, the whole team.
That's different. That's a sporting event.
And what do they have on?
That's a sporting event, though.
And the black girls' cheeks will come out. The white girls don't.
That's not true.
Well,
I don't know when the last. I was say I don't know when the last 15 years, boy. These woohoo.
It's changed because the white girls ain't all white no more, and the black girls ain't all black. The world is changed.
It's a little bit of that, but it's also a little bit of they athletic now at 5. Like my wife started playing basketball at 7, so my wife got thick thighs because she been jumping up and down for 20 years. So a lot of these girls.
You wouldn't care how old she was.
You gonna stop making this? I knew she was in the club working.
Okay.
So I knew you was of age. She wasn't dancing.
Okay.
She was in the club working, bottle girl, fully.
Just cute.
As a button.
So cute you saw her 2 years later and say, dang, I'm going for this now.
Nah, it ain't take that long. But when you grow, it don't take that long. But that's a real point, though.
You had seen her before she came back to the club that night. You had seen her like some other time.
That was the first time I ever met her, that night in that club.
She walked in the club.
That was the first time I ever seen her. But the point is, you shouldn't be dressing like that. Like, you know what you need to do? We need to go to one of these schools and just walk around.
We wore mini tops in junior high.
I shouldn't see stomach and belly ring in middle.
Well, it wasn't no belly ring, but yeah, we wore mini tops.
Stomach out?
Stomach out. I remember that 8th grade.
Lord.
I had a cute little red top that came off the side and some red, white, and blue shorts. I was cute.
Is there nobody on my side? I don't think kids should be dressing like that.
Kids wear shorts and mini tops. You just got to get your mind out the gutter.
No, my mind ain't in the gutter. I personally do not want my daughter that exposed while she's in my house.
Well, I can't wear a mini top now, so I'm glad I wore it when I could. And what do you think the majoress wore?
It's different when you're performing. Let's not misconstrue walking through the hallway going to English class
with your cheeks out.
Yeah, right. With you going to drama.
Wait a minute. There are school rules for that now. There is a dress code at school. And they would send you home because I remember my girls had to stand straight up and their shorts couldn't be past their hands.
Yeah, see,
shorts couldn't be past.
I believe in uniforms. I'm a firm believer in uniforms because onesies don't belong in school.
No, they don't.
No, onesies don't belong in school.
You're right.
Like I don't think boys should wear white beaters in
And
school.
y'all need to listen to him because he's going to be the superintendent. If you're not in agreement with him, you need to call in and let him know because he is evolving to who he is now.
I mean,
you are looking at the future.
If you can't,
superintendent of school.
If money that is true. Dr. Dollar is loading. If money is an issue, then I get it. That's why I don't. I mean, I support it if it came up and people ask my opinion, but I'm not for it. But everything a child has, an adult purchased that.
That's true.
So I have no problems with saying, my mama, Mr. Johnson, let's define appropriate. Like, let's wrap up. Let's define appropriate. Okay. There's a time and place for everything. Okay, I get that.
But I didn't wear the shorts and the mini tops to school. That was what I had during the summer for 4th of July. It was 4th of July, and we were going to Old.
So you Daisy Duke.
I was born Daisy Duke. I had junk in my trunk.
You still got junk in your trunk, auntie.
Like butt sisters.
So you let your daughters wear anything?
Oh no, my daughter's got so much class.
See, she be talking that stuff, y'all. Don't get it twisted. She did not let her daughters dress around like that.
They didn't want to. I raised them in the way they should go, and they did not depart. I was dressing them a little bit more than they wanted to. Cassidy was more conservative than me.
So, a high school girl going out to a party at 17. What's the dress code? What can she or can she not wear? Talk to me. Stomach out, arms out, booty shorts, short skirt, mini dress.
Mini dress, of course.
Oh, how short we talking? Mid thigh, camel toe.
No, what you mean camel toe? Oh, no. You know, class is knowing when and where.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's the difference in most people. You can be first class or second class, and class is knowing when and where and what's appropriate. And you kind of bring them up knowing that. You'd be like, that's too much. One thing, you ain't supposed to look like the hooker.
Oh, man.
Okay. I always joke about hooker and happy hooker, but you can't look like the hooker.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But a lot of these girls are looking like the hooker. Full wig.
Oh, yeah.
Full wig was definitely prostitution in that day.
Let me say this.
Prostitutes wore the full wig. But now the children, the kids got on full wig.
I'm going to end it on this. I don't think a 17-year-old should be having on full face makeup.
Okay.
Lashes, things like that. I don't think they should be.
Oh, well, you just mess with half the population of Tampa because at 14, 15, those girls.
First of all, I think lashes are the worst thing in makeup, period.
Because they do them too thick.
They look a mess. Look like snuffleupagus. Like, it look horrible. Like, no, stop. Lashes look horrible. I hate lashes. I'm so glad my wife don't wear that stuff.
What about nose rings?
I'm okay with nose rings and piercings. I had a tongue ring for 20 years.
Okay.
So I'm okay with that.
You had what?
He's lost and confused.
I had a tongue ring. I had a tongue ring.
A tongue ring.
A tongue ring.
That's a freak ring. We call that the freak ring. He had the freak ring. He was into.
All right, he cut us off.
Yeah,
so what did we learn?
It's time to go.
What did we learn today? What did we learn today?
It's
Tammy?
okay.
It's okay
for a man to marry a younger woman that he impregnates.
Oh, Jesus, I'm done.
That's the best thing to do. Don't leave her hanging and unstable. Marry what you want so you can be faithful.
We'll be back tomorrow with the 69 boys, y'all. You listen to Tampa Bay Terry, SQ.DJ Down. Don't forget the MED.
Yeah.
I'm on my way to trivia. Don't meet me there. Beat me there.
Trivia, that's where I want to go. Where we going?